Alright guys, we're about to start. Let me know if there's someone there watching. Can you guys hear me? Just need to know that verification that you guys can actually hear me before starting. I'm not sure if the microphone is actually working properly. Alright. So, hey everybody, how are you? I just wanted to do a small live stream today on YouTube. I've been streaming on Twitch this week, basically every day, but not today. Today I'm gonna try a little bit of YouTube because it's my preferred platform actually. But streaming on Twitch has been really nice actually. But I do wanted to do a little bit of YouTube. So we're gonna start with some drawings of insects, but I thought it would be cool to play a little bit with scale and possibly changing the perspective a little bit. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that, mostly because of the idea that I want is that they are like giant insects. That's very kind of like a feng shui kind of thing, and yeah, I'm gonna try that. So let's start with another color just to know in my mind that this is a sketch. Hey Onyx, ¿cómo estás? This is gonna be a English only live stream. That's okay. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. This channel is gonna be exclusive in English now from now on, and the one in Spanish is gonna be Pincel Virtual. So right now I'm just gonna sketch a little bit to see what's up. We could do like kind of like this kind of thing. It should actually be more like aiming down with the front of its body. And kind of this thing should kind of like almost like hitting your head with it. Hey Bubble Gaming, what's up? Luis Arellano says mechanical. You want it to be mechanical insect? I used to do a lot of that on my beginnings. I don't know how much spider robots and stuff like that I did. It's crazy amount. In the internet, there's only like two of them though. When you see my stuff, there's only like two. Um, of those creatures that I made a long time ago. Let me know if the music is too loud. I'm not sure what the volume actually is. Thank you, Onyx. Yeah, I do have another channel now. It's called Pincel Virtual. It's only in Spanish. I had to separate them. I received way too much comments along the years about why I was doing them like together and stuff like that. So it's a decision I made like about, I think, 2 years ago. And the Spanish one is already like almost 8,000 people, I think. We had to stop a little for the beginning of this year, but we're gonna go back to it. It actually has a lot of good content there. Mostly like a podcast and stuff like that. Thank you. Maybe there's a bit of lagging, but I'm not sure of that. Alright, so I'm gonna be doing this, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. My plan, if everything goes accordingly, it's to do these insects and then do some plants too. Just because drawing. I might try this. Yeah, go ahead, man. You can draw while I do the live stream. That's no problem. And I'm also trying to do it in another perspective, just to. It's not like a perfect perspective though. It's just me trying to be a little bit more. How you say that? Brave. Instead of just copying it, trying to do something more difficult on purpose. Now, I don't understand. Is this the eye of the thing? If that's the eye of the thing, then it's gonna be a huge eye. I might do this longer. You know what? Because I want to zoom in, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this smaller, like this. Actually, let's try something. I'm just gonna copy them on a new page. So I can have this one here. And just gonna divide my screen so I can have them like this. I don't need this right now. Well, actually, let's just put it here. I don't know if I will be painting them bubble. It's a lot of work. I wanna do at least 3 of them, and then we're gonna jump and do some plants. Love from India. Really appreciate the work you're putting up YouTube. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. One of the well, I probably mentioned this before on another live stream, but one of the best concept artists on my work right now. It's from India, Clayton. That guy produces so much. It's leaving me on the dust every time. So I'm trying to be very loose with the lines, not to care too much about the quality right now. This is just a sketch. And also, what I was going to say, what I was going to try is to make them rideable, because the scale will be something like this size. So we can have like we need some stuff going on top, like bags, things hanging. Hello, Maori. How are you? We need a saddle there. This is very similar to what I do at work actually, but not this loose. In my work, I have to make everything way more clean and good looking. The sketches could be like this though, only that they're not. Usually I do about 3 sketches of the same creature, then I get like revisions, changes. Hey Gabriel, thank you. Thank you very much. Where are you guys from? Where are you? Maori, Gabriel, Bubble. I know Krish is from India. We should have more stuff going on here. America. Well, I mean, you have to be more specific though. I used to live in America too, man. America's a big continent. Hey, Chris, what's up, man? It's a coworker. Yeah, I'm basically just taking the stuff that I do at my job and making it a live stream, basically. Just changing the premise. Shouldn't you be working right now? What time is there? Is it like 11 p.m. or something? Luis is from Canada, Ecuadorian, Ohio. Oh man, we used to have a really bad joke in Spanish with Ohio, but I'm not gonna tell it because first of all it's super bad, and second is in Spanish, so. Oh, 1:45. Damn, that's late. Usually when I'm working, I finish working with wildcard at 12 p.m. so I can push my schedule as far as I can to your time. And yeah, almost 1 a.m. if it's something like super important that I have to deliver or talk to my boss or anything. Alright, so here's the first sketch. I'm gonna do this other one, and then I thought we could clean a little right away, just so you guys see part of that process if someone has to leave early. Let's try. This one's gonna be bigger. I don't know what the difference will be between these guys and in real life in size. Yeah, I guess this one is way bigger. Look at the size of the leaves. Ouch. Pacific Northwest, North America, but I have so much ancestry from Italy that I don't consider myself Italian as I can speak with heavy accent. I do consider myself Italian, is what you said. Cool, cool. I never went to Italy though. My wife has. I wanted to. It's gonna be. Was supposed to go there last year or something, as a vacation or whatever. It was one of my top places to visit, but got hit really bad with COVID. I think at the beginning, like the worst news, we got them from there, and that was super sad, man. Okay, so I don't understand anything of this guy's head. I'm just gonna go with it. We did them. We did them. We did them. We need to pimp these insects, man. These should have like spikes or something here in the sides. I do a lot of that at my work, adding small things here and there to make them look more interesting. I will go back to that later. So as I was saying, I've been streaming on Twitch basically every day this week. If you guys want to jump to that too, right now I'm recording a small creature design course, if you can call it that, and you just have to go there and follow. That content will disappear eventually. Like, I don't know, I think it's 14 days that you can have it in the channel, and then disappears. So if you guys want to see that, obviously tomorrow I won't be streaming, but from Monday to Thursdays, if that's the day, because I always confuse Tuesdays with Thursdays. It's something about the name. It just sounds the same to me. I know you guys can probably differentiate them. And hey, man, Krish, I don't think I'm going to paint them, or at least on this stream, because I want to draw other things too. But yeah, we'll see. Well, thank you, Luis. I haven't really put much detail into them. This should be more detail later. Now, I don't understand these legs though. I'm gonna do them a little bit differently. Maybe like this. This thing needs to be able to walk. This guy is basically like a tank, man. How would I make this, transform this into a tank? Maybe should I just put some cannons in here? Would that be weird? I could basically just put a tank in on top of that. But it will be too weird. So I'm just gonna add some kind of a gun thing going on. It's not very practical though. Someone's gonna get hurt with this. Heavy armor stuff. What do you mean, like plates kind of thing? Probably, I don't know what that will be, but it could have like some plates of something. Yeah, you're right. I will make that horn bigger. Good thinking. Not that big. We don't want it to be too to shoot himself in the face, in the nose. Yeah, let's add some more things. We can do anything. So I'm just gonna put maybe some kind of a, how you call this, like when you have like things that it goes there, that like that inside of the building or something. I don't know the words for that. Well, this guy should be smaller, I guess. And you definitely need railings. You don't want to fall from here. I don't know where this leg is coming from here. I'm just gonna try to put them. Scaffolding, yeah, that's the word, I think. You're correct. Just my English is limited. Yeah, that was a word I was looking for. So I think I'm going to this leg. I'm having trouble with the legs. And I don't want it to look, I mean, obviously it has to look heavy, but I don't want it to look like it can't move, you know? I want it to look like agile too. I'm gonna make this, just for the sake of scale, I'm gonna make this like this. It's smaller in general. Mahardika is from Indonesia. Hey, welcome. Oh, it's like afternoon there, isn't it? 13:53. Yes, I have to do longer legs. I just don't know where they're coming from. I guess there's something here. It's gonna make that less obvious, just because I don't know. Usually you cannot do that. Like saying like this someone else will fix that problem later. The 3D modeler. Nah, you should kind of have to fix it yourself. But since we're having fun right now, I don't want to really think too much about that. Um, Maybe. All right, so we need a guy here that is actually going to drive this thing. We're gonna figure out this later. So we need bags and bags and bags or whatever. Could be either um and like kind of like shells and boxes of shells and things. I'm just gonna build a lot of things in the back here. Then we solve that on the final. Hey Fernando, what's up, man? I'm stretching a little. Um, my regular job is at the Wildcard Studios. It's concept artist for Ark Survival Evolved, which I'm very happy about. And right now we're working on Ark 2, which if you guys saw the trailer on the Video Games Awards, it's a new game that we're working, Ark 2 with Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel is gonna be on it, which also has me super excited. This guy should have a saddle too here. It's gonna be super uncomfortable. It's too wide of a thing to be sitting. Something like that, I think. And then we will need to, I guess, we need to make some kind of like rains going down. But it's gonna have to be like very strong rains. So it probably has double whatever. Hey Bubble, thank you for coming, man. Bye. It's okay. Hey, um this is gonna be recorded. Kermit, is this a artist? No. Would you like this to be an art? This is way too big of a creature, I think. Well, there are big creatures in Ark, but no. Hey Chan, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell everyone. I did tell Cherish and Seeker that I forgot that then Fridays I was going to stream on YouTube. I totally forgot. Thank you, Bubble. See you later, man. I'll ask the guys if they were up for doing something like this. I don't think so. I mean, lately I feel like Ark has evolved, not pun intended, onto something even cooler, like with these new kinds of creatures. And it's also about to end, I think. After Gen 2, I'm not sure. They sure will do more stuff, but I really don't know. I basically just design what they tell me to design, so in terms of lore and all the stuff, I don't know what they're thinking for the future. I didn't even know that they were going to do animated series. So that's awesome. Did you guys saw the trailer for that? They come up with those ideas out of nowhere, man. I'm so excited about that. This kind of like a mustache thing going on here. Yeah, you're right. It does. It is sick. Somebody say something about their theory, but I don't remember where it was. Is that harness or artillery? Well, it's supposed to be kind of like an artillery, yeah. So at this, now thinking about design, you need some kind of like stairs. So I'm gonna put those like stairs, metal like ropes, kind of thing. And we need like a lot of stuff to like grab. So now let's go and clean these ones up a little. Holy shit, Kermit, this is the first time that I get this. You're the first person that donates me something. Are you kidding me? Thank you. Usually, well, I guess this is what's happening right now. I guess I was used to see on other streams that people do that, but it comes with like a specific question or something. So I don't know. I don't know how to react. Thank you. Yeah, man. I should put like a something on the next stream like sponsored by Kermit the Frog. That's crazy. Hey CGVs, thank you. Yeah, it seems like people is liking these streams. I have only done 2. I did a lot of like I think I did like 10 in the past. Like I think it was like 5 years ago or something. But I think people were not ready for that at that time or something because it wasn't that popular. Like people didn't react the same way. I think they liked it, but not as much. Alright, so I'm going to go into more detail with this, guys. Let me just to have something to see. I'm gonna be doing this. And changing my brush size to a smaller one. Also, I'm gonna use the brush that I created on the tutorial a few days ago, which is a proper drawing kind of brush. which is free actually. You can download it if you guys want. Kermit is like committed to make this happen. Where are you from, CG Fees? Actually, let me copy this window, new window for drawing insects live, and then divide my workspace this way so I can see the full thing here. So you guys can see like the full progress on it. Dummy account. Hey man, thank you for coming. So a lot of the detailed stuff is basically just kind of like a trick, just kind of like trick your mind that there's something happening here, but there's nothing really. And I was telling everyone that I've been streaming on Twitch basically every day for a week, and I'm going to continue doing that as much as I can. If I get to have like a crazy amount of work at my actual job, it's gonna be problematic, I guess, and I will have to probably stop. But for right now, I'm gonna be streaming on Twitch almost like every day. So if you guys want to see something that I'm working on, just go for it and follow there if you guys want. This kind of looks like it's weird. This kind of like let me see. I'm confused about the shape. Oh my god, dude! Yeah, I know which one you're saying, Kermit. That's the one. That's the one designed by Ryan Church. Let me see if I can find that for you. Which is one of my heroes. Ryan Church, this guy, man. If I go to Star Wars, where is it? Episode 2. Where are you? This is the one you're saying, right? This one. Yeah, but this is all mechanical. Dude, I remember this to be way more detail when I saw it the first time. How many likes to make this a thing? What do you mean, like in the game? Dude, I don't think that's gonna really happen. I understand your excitement, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I will really for real show this to to my boss when it's done. I don't know how he was gonna feel about me saying, "Hey, I did this on the stream. People liked it," but I will do it. I will be legit on that. I promise. You better. Sculp, hey from France. What is your actual job? Like, what do you do actually do for a living at the moment? Are you on a project or something? Yes, I'm the concept artist on Ark Survival Evolved. That's Wildcard Studios. Also, I mean, it's not only concept art. I do illustrations too. And it's been a really fun ride, man. People are really nice there. Right now we're working. I was saying minutes ago, we're working on Arc 2, which is starring Vin Diesel, and it's been crazy news for everyone. When I was designing the suit, it was super fun and stressful. I kind of love it. I love France. Well, I mean Paris, which is the only place of France that I went to. I've been there like I think 3 or 4 times. Last no 3 times only. Last 2 times were to go to an event called It's Our Masterclass, which is a It's Our magazine webpage makes these events, and it was incredible. I met Fensu there and a lot of great artists too. John Howie, which is the concept artist for Lord of the Rings. Yeah, crazy artists and friends. I met so many friends there. Super fun. It's a nice place to like share and also, I mean, dude, what a beautiful city. Hey Lace, how are you, man? Which dinos did you help design? Well, dinos actually, when I started working there, I started for the like years ago for the cover of the game. So I designed creatures like way later. First, I was just designing like stuff, objects, and things like that. And right now, the last there are a lot that I've done, but right now the last one that I can think of is the it's called Shadow Mane, I think, in the game, because usually when we designing them, we don't have the name assigned yet. Still, like in as you are designing it, they're also like creating a lot of other stuff, so the name is actually not decided before we start designing the thing. So yeah, I think it's called Shadow Mane. It's basically a lion that has like a fish features, and it's kind of like alien looking. It's super cool. But even that, some of them are. I didn't actually finish the design. I did help creating them. So you could basically say that I work on, let's say, 60% of the creatures that you see later on the game. But none of them, like most of them, are not even like finished for me, from me. There's another concept artist called Caleb, and it's always like a collaboration. And right now, the other one is Clayton from India. Well, he lives on United States, but he's from India, and he's killing it with his designs. So I'm basically kind of like a helper to them now. I used to design things, and now basically helping them. I concentrate more on like mechanical stuff or really early design stuff, like doing a lot of sketches and trying other directions. The last creature that I did mechanical was the Strider, which is like a really big thing, like a tech kind of thing. It looks basically like a giant, kind of like a horse creature, and you can ride. Well, you cannot ride it. You basically just on top of it, and it's huge. I don't know how tall it is, but it's incredibly huge. And yeah, I like a little bit of everything. When I worked too close to the screen, it's more difficult to see what I'm actually doing with the perspective. I think I'm messing the perspective a little bit. Lionfish lion. Yeah, exactly. Where do you see that? Where did you read that? Man. Nice. Gen 2 creature. Looks amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Viz. I'm Japanese. The picture is very good. Sorry for my bad English. Don't worry, we're on the same boat. My English is not that great either, so it's fine. You live in Paris, Culp? Well, I hope this COVID thing ends and they do the events again, because man, I love that. I love going there. It's supposed to be always in March, and I always buy the tickets for the next year right away, because when you buy it right away, like it costs like half, like 50% less or something, 55%. It's crazy. So I just bought it right away for the next year, and it never disappoints. It's always bigger and better. And this year that was canceled, they were going to make like a new place and everything for it. It's gonna be huge. And dude, even Doc Chang was gonna be there, which is one of the Star Wars royalty in terms of design. He's working right now on the Mandalorian and all the stuff, and he's art director too. Hey Lace, don't worry, man. It's fine, I understand. You can watch it later. Something like that. I think it fits better, the perspective, and it should be bigger. Can you tell us what you're working on? Well, the only thing that I can tell you is that we're working on R2. That's the main thing that I can tell you. I can't actually say too much, but I can say that. And what you see on the trailer is basically how the game is gonna look. A lot of people don't believe that, but that's actually like real. It's gonna look amazing. Hey, Paskits. It's a hard name to pronounce, man. Ichan asked if I use display tablet. Sorry, I didn't saw that. Yeah, I use a normal tablet. I used to have a Cintiq, and no, it's crazy. Like, I cannot use screens. I tried it for like almost a year, and first of all, it slowed me down a lot in workflow. Like, I couldn't draw as fast. Lines were a little bit more accurate though. But then what I didn't like is that when I was going to draw in paper, I felt so weird, and I didn't like that sensation. Jenny says in Slack. So you are another Wildcard employee on my last stream. What's your name? Don't be heathen. I'm so embarrassed now. Yeah, Lionfish Lion. Those names. But I mean, it's a lot of it helps with the description. Have you met Vin Diesel? No, I wish. That kind of has me excited too. Can you imagine in the launch of R2 I meet Vin Diesel? That will be sick. Mostly game companies didn't allow their artists to show where they're working. Well, Wildcard is very flexible with that. I don't think they mind. I've been showing Atlas stuff lately because there's a lot of things that I did for that game, but I haven't showed too much stuff from Arc in my Instagram and stuff. The key arts are basically all in my art station. So I don't know what to do with this guy. Maybe put in some. Sorry, if I get like silent, it's because I'm thinking really hard what the hell to do. Maybe like a helmet kind of thing. I don't know. So Jenny's gonna stay in the shadow. She's not going to say who she is or he is though. He's gonna ask openly later on Slack, like, who's Jenny 45? So I don't know. Can you guys give me ideas? I'm a bit short right now. I'm gonna maybe flip it so I can see things differently. Oh yeah, but I cannot open that right now here. Can you imagine that I open my Slack on the stream? I don't have two screens right now. I'm working on a laptop and it's super slow when I use two screens and all that. Let me see on my phone. Who's this? Hey, alright. I'm not going to reveal your name. I'm really surprised that Wildcard People is on my stream. When I got my plague of 100,000 subscribers, one of the oldest, how do I say that in English, senior people in Wildcard, I guess, he was like, I had no idea you have a YouTube channel. I'm like, yeah. Alright, so maybe, well, Jenny, these guys are saying that we should have this on the game, and I'm really going to show this to Jesse and see what happens, but I really don't think that's gonna happen. So how is the platypus gonna work? Now you guys are, oh my god, Chris tweeted my stream. Oh man, now I'm actually embarrassed. He's so nice. Oh my god. So this is gonna be like a wildcard reunion on my stream. This is so embarrassing. Good drawing even it's not done. Yeah, it still needs a lot of work. Although it's a little bit difficult while reading. It's one of the things that I was super hard for me on streaming. Like checking the drawing is correctly done and being like drawing at the same time and reading. I'm a man, so I just can't do one thing at the time. There will be a reason why there's a lot more girls on art streaming than men. I'll make a pitch video about this word beetle for art too. Well, that is a better idea actually. I mean, that game is in work in progress, so it's had a bigger chance. Oh man, I was gonna say something, but then it was gonna be like a kind of like a secret thing, so I better just shut up. You guys are tricking me into talking. What's the expression in English? Spill the beans. Sorry if I'm not reading that constantly, guys. Alright, while I hit my hand on the heater because it's freaking cold here, I'm gonna be reading. Let's go back a little. This is just a concept which is full crap because this war build is sick. Not too bad. Busy with ARC. Send you a message on Slack. Hi, I'm here. Oh my god. So, how's the platypus gonna work? Actually, I don't know too much about that. I did work on the first version of the platypus, but the finished design was by Clayton. But I don't know anything about gameplay though. Like that kind of stuff is very different kind of information that I get when designing the thing. We got the polymass. You mean goggling? Yeah, CG man. I was gonna say something because I was reading and then I was going to comment on it, and I was like, I better stop that comment. How did I get hired for this job? That's a really good question. Yeah, they contact me, but this is a longer story that you may think. I actually work with Jesse, a wildcard owner and art director too. Worked with him like years and years ago. That was actually my first job, and I think I've said this story before on other video or streams. I don't know, if you guys want to hear the story, let me know because it could be boring. But I just know them for a long time, and when I was kind of like two things happening at the same time. I was kind of like leaving a job, and they needed a person to do the cover, so I did the cover, and then I just started to be as available as possible to them, and I guess they liked my work. And then I just stick there. As a learning artist, do artists have different jobs on the side? What would you or anyone recommend? Actually, I cannot have other jobs on the side right now. Like my contract doesn't allow it. But it also depends. I guess it's kind of like a decision that you make. If you're earning enough for what you need for a living, like you really don't need anything on the side. It's kind of like a decision. It's also like your health, how many hours are you working and all that. So all of that is important. So I guess it will be just a decision if you decide to work stuff on the side or not. Thank you, Kermit. I think I need to add more lines like this to make it look more like with texture. It's looking a bit too much like a comic for my taste. What do you guys think? Let me stretch a little bit. A new barak from what? From Warcraft? I don't know. Like I've this is gonna sound bad, but I have never played Warcraft. I did have it once. I had like a. I remember being a kid and having a disc, but I was more interested on the animations than the game. I saw the one that had like a. I think he was like a king, and then he became like a bad king, I think. This was. I remember this scene where he's looking up and having like flowers thrown out at him, but then I think he was bad at the end or something. I don't remember all of it. I just remember like these videos, and remember having the disc. But when I installed it, I didn't like how it looked. Like it looked like cartoony. In difference for what the videos were, so I just didn't like that. I felt cheated. It looks kind of like a Star Wars vehicle, yeah. I don't remember the name of the guy. And then there was another one. Was it Lich King? Oh no, that's a Lord of the Rings thing. There was another one where everything was like frost, like everything was like with snow and things like that. Kind of like how it's Spain at the moment. Man, it's so freezing out there right now. It's like minus. I think it's -3 right now, but I think at night was like -10 or something Celsius. It's not as much as it will be on Fahrenheit, I guess. But to me, that's crazy numbers. I'm a tropical guy. Give me my 30 degrees, please. All right, man. See you later at work. So your day is ending, but mine is starting. Well, wait, 9 a.m. there. So where are you? Are you in Europe? um, Hello, Nazareth. How are you? Oh, that you were the one that did the comment about Anubarak. You're Venezuelan? I'm Venezuelan too. I think I see your name before here on the YouTube channel. Sorry that this guy is taking so much to design, guys. I don't really account for how much detail it will need. I just hope you are enjoying. This needs more detail here. More stuff hanging and things. Oh, you're in Germany? Awesome. Alright, talk to you later. So you basically stayed all night and now is when you're going to to sleep. Man, I couldn't do that at all. Hello, Rifki. How are you? From Indonesia. Nice. Um, Take care, Luis. Thank you for coming. Yeah, it's gonna be later uploaded. No problem. We'll probably do like a cut there too and make it a video actually. I'm not sure. I'm still thinking about that. Some bags hanging. Yeah. Thank you, Nazareth. Oh man, that means a lot. It really do means a lot. So what do you guys do, if you don't mind me asking? Like, I don't know, it's a like a personal question, but like, what do you do? Like, do you study? Do you work? I'm talking to everyone, just to spark a conversation. Auroria, thank you for coming. And thanks for the comment. Have you ever snook in Easter eggs on the artwork you make so it goes in the game? Not really. No, I wouldn't know what to do. Because at the end also it's like it's not mine thing. Like then a 3D modeler has to do it and it will be just I don't know. I don't know how exactly, like, what do you mean exactly? Like my signature? It depends on like a lot of stuff. I guess the only place that I could do something like that, like hit my signature or something, will be like a key art, like one of the illustrations for the game that you guys might have seen. Let me open my art station a little bit. Like these ones, this will be the only place that I could actually like hide something, but for I don't see that as ethical, first of all, and I don't know, it's just I haven't done it. Actually, I'm missing one here. I can't believe I never uploaded the Genesis one. Oh my god. Yeah, I've never uploaded the Genesis key art. Well, I guess I have to do that today, because I'm already working on the second one. Kermit, you're a student of what? Of like this? Concept art and stuff like that? I think I'm gonna need to add some of that here, actually. I'm making art design about creature that mix between animals. That's awesome. That's cool, Ichan. content creator on Twitch, YouTube, and also help create some trailers and work on other games. That's cool, man. Huh. That's what it sounded funny to me. That CG on the front. That's cool. But have you done stuff for Wildcard then? When I mean sounded funny, it sounds like I've seen it somewhere or something. By the way, if anyone wants to, I don't think you can post links here, but if anyone wants to advertise themselves somehow, you can do that. Like you can comment your Instagram or whatever. Like there's no problem. I know that some people have a really big problem with that, but I don't really care. You guys wanna invite people to follow you on social media or whatever, it's fine. Man, I'm having a hard trouble with this line, so I'm gonna do one and then I just copy that. Man, that song sounds a lot like a Sia kind of thing. Sounds like something that Sia will sing. They nailed that style. I actually knew Sia's singing from before, and I just didn't know. Turns out she was on a group called 07 that I used to listen when I was way younger. And I'm like, huh, makes sense now. Oh man, this perspective is killing me. Maybe something like there, I guess. Just gonna do a lot of lines here and expect to that to look like detail. Eventually, I would like to stream stuff with using Gravity Sketch, but I'm not sure how the chat gonna work in there. Ichan, I think it was Ichan, I don't remember who specifically. I think it was him. Told me about this tool about that you could have your like a window on top of your VR feed, and that could be used to read the comments and all that. But I tested it and it only works for Steam games, and I needed to be on an Oculus Gravity Sketch, which is the app that I used to create this kind of thing, like 3D models for work and stuff like that, which is what I actually wanna like talk about and stream about later. It will be cool. Like, it's a very useful tool. Right, let's take a small rest and read. I'm a content creator. Yeah, read that. Wait, you work on the Archeards? Love the game. Spend way too much time in it. Hey DGA. Yeah, that's my job actually. These are mine. Well, I did them. They are not mine. They are wildcards. this is the first one that I did. And actually, when I was doing this guy, I was actually using a photo of Vin Diesel. That's a funny inside story. And now he's working with us on the game, so that's cool. This is proof that I used to do a lot of mechanical things. Really, like, this is really, really old. This is one of my first good paintings that I remember, and I was super proud of. And I think I was watching way too much Evangelion or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I was watching a lot of mechanical stuff. But yeah. I used this exact video reference photo for a sketch before. That's funny. Aurora, I mostly do illustrations, but I don't understand how to grow my artistry to bigger crowds in a sense. Do people not take interest because of my style, or am I not doing enough? Will there be a guide? Let me read a little more and I'll answer that. I'm a welder's apprentice, and the opening artwork into the game you make is sick. Thank you. Thank you. Welders? What do you mean welders? You mean like welding, like metal and stuff like that? Sorry, it's just that my English is very limited, so I want to make sure that I understand correctly what you're saying. Aurora, the first thing that I will ask you is, why did you want to do that? Like, why did you want to grow to bigger crowds? Then let's see. Can't stay, but this is amazing. Thank you, Cherish. Oh my god, I sent you a message that I wasn't going to stream on Twitch today because I forgot that I was going to stream on YouTube today. I'm so embarrassed. The Crane, hello, how are you? I'm good. How are you? I build the in-game buildings and stuff for the trailer. That's awesome. I help film in-game actor. Dude, I don't understand. Like, when I see those trailers, I'm like, who the hell is filming this? It's way too much work. It's basically playing the game and acting as a director at the same time. This is way too much, man. And then you see the shots are beautiful and very impressive. You can't post a link. It's someone else. I knew nothing about VR. Yeah, you can't post a link, but you can say, "Hey, follow me on Instagram. This is my name in Instagram." You can say that. Yeah, I don't know why you can't. I don't know if you can change that. Actually, there should be a way to. Where is this? No, that's dangerous. Don't touch that. You can actually just say your name in Instagram, and if people is interested, they'll get in. Evangelion changed the game. I mean, its style is like organic or something like that. Yeah, I got the book, one of the art books. Well, it's actually not an art book. It's more like a book with all the with a lot of like advertisement stuff for the series when it came out. So it's very interesting, all the stuff that they did. They're even like planes with a paint job, I guess it's called, like an Eva. That's dangerous, dude. I wouldn't even, like, when I was a kid, my dad used to tell me, like, don't look at the welding thing because you will go blind. And that got stuck in my head. And I do remember using like welding goggles for looking at the sun on an eclipse and stuff like that. It was probably very irresponsible to do that. Dangerous. See, Ichan is doing it. It's super easy. I have school there this morning, so I'm gonna take my leave. Thank you very much, Kermit, for joining. I really, really, really appreciate it. And your donation, dude. You're the first person to donate on the channel. I really, really appreciate it, man. Okay, so I'm gonna try to go a little bit faster because it's going to be 9 a.m. already here. And usually I do the breakfast. So my wife is gonna kill me today. But yeah, it's fine. It's gonna be a little bit fasting today, I guess. I think I need to add a lot more things here. And if I have like cloth or something, like a cloak hanging, and we do need those railings there. Because this thing is gonna move a lot. Let's see. Back to this war bill looking good. Definitely can see this game one day. That will be awesome. I mostly would love to paint illustrations at my full-time position. People mention my art is lovely, but I'm barely being viewed favored at all. I am super confused. Perhaps you have advice. I wanted to mention I really admire your lighting and form drawn. Oh, thank you very much. I mean, on these illustrations I do help myself a lot with 3D, so lighting is difficult. But then you see ones like, for example, this one is made completely on painting, but I do need like reference to paint that. This one is another one that was super tricky to do. Was very long, has a lot of stuff going on, and at the end I even had to use photos. Like I couldn't figure out the mouth, so I took a photo of my wife's mouth and put it there. I pretty much solved everything else by hand. But I did have a 3D model of the girl jumping. No clothing though. I did it on DAS 3D, and then draw it on top. This kind of illustrations take like a month to do, so it's not an easy task. It's very, very long. This could be printed. I don't know what size. It could be huge. Alright, so I'm gonna try to go faster here a little bit. About what you're saying, I mean, first of all, I want you to get something in your head really, and it's very important. The quantity of followers doesn't really match or doesn't really tell you the success of an artist, like, at all. And what I call success, I'm meaning just getting work to pay for your life. That's it. That's success for me. So fame and stuff like that, I think there's two sides to that kind of like thing. I have friends that have like tons and tons of followers, and I think they try to hide themselves a little, because I mean, it's not like they're gonna get recognized on the streets or anything, but it's kind of like it's weird. It's a weird sensation. If you only show your work, cool, but that doesn't mean that you get a lot of jobs. I mean, you can get jobs once you are like 100,000 or something like that. I mean, getting jobs by the followers, with the following. But you can definitely get a job in any studio with having not even having an Instagram account, because that's how I did it. I didn't have an Instagram account when I got my first jobs. Right now it's supposed to be kind of like a normal thing to have it, but let me tell you that the people that hires artists are older people, and some of them don't even really care if you have an Instagram account or not. They just care that your work is good. So if you wanna just get a job on that, you just need to get good at getting jobs, which is another completely different skill. And it's basically you need practice on that too. So you have to do it a lot if you haven't done it. And when I'm saying that, it's kind of like a numbers game. And sorry that the stream is taking this whole conversation, but just getting a job is kind of like a numbers game. You have to like try a lot too. I was funnily, jokingly talking with the on the Twitch stream yesterday that that getting a job was kind of like picking up a girl or something like that. You have to be really out there. You have to be smelling good. You have to be looking nice, shave, all that stuff. I'm talking as a man, you know. So if I go to a place to get a job, I'm gonna be looking bad and all that stuff. They have to hire me for my work. But if I look bad or sound bad when I talk, doesn't matter how cool my work is. They won't hire me anyway. So, and as a person that I met told me, we work with people. We don't work with portfolios. If your work is good, but then you are not good as a person, they won't hire you anyway. Or they prefer to hire someone that is nice and they can actually talk to and give feedback without getting mad or stuff like that, than someone that the work is super cool, super amazing, but then they have a really bad personality. And sorry if I sound too direct, but it's just also like a thing about my limited English. So I'm just trying to go straight forward to the to the message. So it's like, first of all, you have to check what is going on really with your work. Why are you not getting jobs? And it could be as simple as you're not really looking on the places that you should. For example, if you're looking for illustration, first of all, knowing what kind of illustration you want to do. If you want to do kids books illustration, for example, try to find a database of publishers. For example, it's gonna be a long list of a lot of kid publishers. And also your work has to reflect what you're trying to to get a job on. If you're doing realistic stuff, but then you say you want to work on kids books, that has no sense. Like, you have to really check that what you're doing is what you really want to do, be working, because they're going to hire you by what they see that you do, not what they imagine that you will do. Another thing will be LinkedIn is super important. If you want to get a job, just try to get as much as you can on LinkedIn. And even if you're not getting a job, which is what I do, I just post as much as I can in there, just to like saying, hey, I'm working, but I'm also doing my own things on the side, like personal work. I do fan arts and things like that. Nothing is gonna happen, but they're gonna know that I exist, And when I'm actually later in life, I don't know when that's gonna happen, because I love working where I work. When that happens, if I don't have a job anymore, I know that it's gonna be fairly kind of like easier to find a job, because I did all this work on my own, like doing fan arts, posting, and it's stuff more similar like I think I want to work on, because you can see the illustrations of ARC from the outside and they're super cool, but it's a job at the end. Like, you get frustrated sometimes, you get bored sometimes, and they understand that. But I mean, as an artist, at some point you're gonna get like bored or something. I don't know if I will get bored of working on art, but as an artist you do get bored I know people that have like just quit it, something that will be like a dream job for someone else, just because they were like, dude, I just don't want to work there anymore. People working on Disney, people working on ILM or Riot Games and stuff like that, doing basically what someone else, or Blizzard, what someone else could say are their dream jobs, and it's fine. I mean, it's their life. They can decide whatever they want. But I will say that if you want to get jobs, just get on LinkedIn and post as much as you can there. Um, Also, what I told you about the database, look for a database on what you want to work. If you're looking for work on video games, look for a database on video game studios, or a list of video game studios on Germany, for example, list of video game studios on France, and you're gonna get a lot of things that you wouldn't get, because usually people is not too much, doesn't know the names of the studios, only knows the names of the studios that are famous. And if you're starting, you're not going to get a work in there. You're just gonna get a work on the smaller studio first and then keep going. Or you could get lucky and be on a studio like Wildcard, for example, that well, it wasn't actually small. They were just starting with this game, but they had a lot of experience from before doing on others, and become a big thing, which is cooler than just entering into a big company and straightforward, like from, oh man, my English is failing me, but I think you get the point. What I'm trying to say. I just talk too much too quick. I won't. Let me see. I bored CGVs. He was like, I'm out of here. Did you want to be a streamer or known artist for a living, or did you want to be an artist for a living? Yeah, that's something completely different. They're two completely different skills and output that you have to produce. Working as a streamer is a completely different thing as working as a studio. And if you ask me, a streamer could be good, but you're never gonna get to those crazy numbers in earnings. I mean, in comparison with guys like on the gaming, like well, I'm talking the only guy I know, which is Ninja. But an art streamer, I don't think will ever be something like that unless you have a personality like Ross Draws or something, you know, that can make a full living of streaming and doing YouTube videos and stuff like that. You gotta have a huge personality, and that's hard. That personally, I wouldn't even like dream of making a full living on YouTube. Like, I just know I can't. You gotta have a huge personality, and also you gotta be full on it all the time, and it's harder than people may think. If you just want to live working on doing digital painting and concept art, that's not that really that hard actually. You just find a job, find a someone that pays you for what you do, and just keep scaling. And you don't even have to have a Instagram account and all of that, to be honest. You just need a good portfolio on our station or something like that, and trial and error. You have to learn how to write a good email. Oh my god, I forgot to mention the other things that I was gonna say. Sometimes you don't get a job, it's not only because you're bad, it's almost like, I will say 10% of the people that you contact will hire you, but just 10% are interested, and the 10% of that 10% could hire you. So if you try like 60 times, maybe 6 of them will reply, and of those 6, maybe 1 will hire you. So it's a math kind of thing. It's not really a thing of am I good enough. You do gotta have certain quality, but at some point, like if you do this every day, you're gonna get to the quality sooner or later. Sorry for all that rambling. I would like to do illustrations, character design for a living. I need to work my portfolio. And also, character design is one of the hardest, if you ask me. You have to be really, really good. So never stop learning anatomy. As a character designer, I will say you have more output in that. You can also do storyboards. If you are a character designer, you can also work as storyboard artist. But nothing is gonna be as profitable for a digital artist than concept art, I think, because you're just working on ideas. Concept art is very, like, way easier to get jobs than illustration, if you ask me. Illustration, there's also this thing that people prefer to work with people that have worked before. So that's kind of like the way I see it. They don't want to hire you somebody new just because they want to call the same guy that did the last 5 or 6 covers until that guy says no. And sorry if I bore you with all that talking, guys. In which case, I imagine not to notice myself. That is more important to keep working on portfolio and researching the desired area. As JC. It's going to be about the quality and style over numbers. Keep it all. You will get something. Yeah. You do need to have quality. And about the numbers, I was referring to the tries. How much have you tried to actually get the jobs? I remember that coming to Spain, I did contact exactly 60 companies, and none of them hired me. Only one of them, none of them hired me for different reasons. One of them was that we don't need anyone right now. The other one couldn't pay what I was asking at the moment. Stuff like that. There's always a reason. They're not going to just not answer. And if they don't answer, it could be something else. Could be like they're not using that email anymore. The company closed, or they are going through a rough point on their company or something. But one of them told me the information that I needed, and was we don't need anyone right now, but these guys do. And they told me who. This company called Virtual Toys at the time. Right now it's called it's a Saber Interactive here in Spain. And yeah, I basically just sent my portfolio, an email, and they say you're hired. We're gonna contact you later to get the details on all this stuff. Basically, that's a very short way of telling the story, but yeah. If you have any other questions about brushes or whatever, just let me know. Or any other questions in general. Sorry about all that talking. I think this guy. Let's change this a little just to change the perspective or the perception of that perspective. Look weird. And now I'm just gonna continue adding detail. Like some of this stuff is not even. I don't even know what it is. But these are like concept sketches. When you do like a final one, you do need to be more specific in some areas. I don't really know. Honestly, I just thought it looked cool. Oh man, Ichan had to listen to all that talk again. He listened to it yesterday. Somebody asked the same question, I guess. Well, I don't know if somebody even asked for that. Yesterday I have a problem with the microphone. It wasn't able to connect, so I have to uninstall it and everything. But man, it was scratching my head like for an hour. I was going to talk to one of my coworkers and it just stopped. And then on a meeting, it wouldn't get on. It said that it was muted, and dude, I have to even like plug in another computer just to see if it wasn't the microphone or what it was. Once I knew that it wasn't the microphone, it was a problem with the computer, then I just started like trying to figure that out. I think I'm going to do something like this. Yeah, feels better. You can also use the old trick of just copying things. TikTok Philippines. Nice name. I do have a TikTok account, but it's not that popular. I don't know. People is like eager to watch speed, like time lapse of paintings. It's not that entertaining. It has to have some kind of entertainment value. Something about also something about that numbers thing on the social media is actually different than people may think. If you get a lot of likes, it's because what you're showing is either like entertaining or something, or it have to be extremely cool. But there's a roof on those kind of things in terms of like what category are you playing your game. If you are an illustrator, you will only get like a high amount of likes if something is liked internationally, like something can relate to it, something very like that people can say, hey, that happened to me, or something. Kind of like it has to be kind of like a storytelling kind of thing. If you're just working like something like this, for example, you will only get likes from people that either likes bugs, video games, creature, or something like that. So it's not that. It's really hard actually. Alright, so something happens sometimes with this version of Photoshop. that it gets stuck, and I have to do that what I did right now, which is taking the other window that I had and making it my main window that I'm working on. What exactly did your job works? Are you doing what they're telling you to do? Like for this one, you have to design this with a specific detail, or they just give you an idea that you're free to execute? Well, they tell me exactly what I need. Sometimes the idea is not that clear, so they will just tell me like a rough description. But in the perfect world, you should get a brief, which is a document that says all the descriptions that they want for the creature. It's cool when you don't have all that information already decided, because you can explore, but they cannot just tell you this is the name of the creature and expect you to design the thing. That's hard, but you can work with that too if there's no more information. Usually they will tell you like a brief description. Hey, this creature is an alien looking, we don't know what it is, but the closest thing will be this or that animal or creature. And it's also a very slow process. It's not as quick as you may think it is designing something. You will do a round of sketches, and you could be completely wrong what you're doing. And then they give you feedback and do another round of sketches. One of the things that I love about working with the creature, one of the creature leads, it's called Catherine. She allows you to do a lot of sketches. Then if she likes something, she will tell you right away, I like this direction, let's just combine this with this. And I prefer to work that way. That's really easy way of workflow. So it's kind of like a small building. If I do this, they will tell me, you completely did something that we didn't want, let's try something else. Which have happened. I've done huge insects for Ark, like in the beginning. I think it was on the first Ark game. I did like a couple of giant ants and stuff like that. They did another kinds of insects. So it's okay to show fan art with a portfolio like ArtStation. Sorry to ask so much. I'm very eager to learn. Yeah, I mean, some people have trouble with that, but I don't think it's a bad thing. I mean, Artgerm did that, and he's working with the best companies in comics, Marvel and DC, and he just did fan arts his entire career, I think. I mean, he has his own characters too, but he's getting paid for the Marvel and DC thing, and others. There are other games too, properties. So I'm just going to cheat a little here. Let's see if I can get away with this like that. Hey Sophia, how are you? Yes, you can do fan art. Just try to first of all make it look more original. Like, don't just copy things. If you have seen my Instagram, you notice that I had like a little moment there with the Shira. So I was doing a lot of Shira fan art. And man, I do like how it looks. People have commented about it, especially the Katra one. Others are very, very not too much liked. Hello, Sophia. How are you? Who's this? Oh my God, what happened? Can you guys, do I lost the microphone? So yeah, you can definitely do fan art, and you can ask as many questions as you like. So, Aurelia, it's fine. Have you ever had the feeling like you have doing your best, but your client always want more, and how did you react to that? Well, yeah, it happened. Actually, happened in my work a couple of times. They're very nice, so they just tell you so how much till it's finished, which is another way of saying this is not finished yet. Um, yeah, then the problem is like, first of all, why do you hire me if this is what I do? You already know my level. Like, why do you hire me then? Um, if they want you to do something like better, just try to achieve that. That's all I can say, man. The client is right, not all the time, but you have to keep good relationships and just continue working on it. And I don't know how we'll react to that. That hasn't happened to me. Like I haven't done freelance work in a long time, but usually they're pretty happy though. So I'm not sure how I will react, but I guess I will say, if you don't like it, like you don't like it, um, obviously I wouldn't deliver the final, and I will just give them my money back, and that's it. I think that's what I will react, um, these days, to that kind of thing happening, because there's a process. If you already deliver sketches, then color proposals, like progress, images, work in progress images, and all the stuff. How can just tell them like I don't like how it looks? Like you've seen all the process all the way, so couldn't you have tell me like earlier what was the problem with the thing? And also they have to be specific, like what exactly they don't like. Like they don't like the lighting, they don't like the storytelling, they don't like, and for all of that you already did your sketches and your studies. So that's a very, it could be like this just trying to say something to you to make you feel insecure, man. Honestly, like I don't know. If you can tell me more about this story, cool. Let me know to figure something out. Painting live form, like how Sam Nilsson. Oh, I saw a talk with him, live. And he was talking specifically about mistakes that people does when painting, lighting and form and all that. Specifically with the specular, and all that. He's really good. He's really good. Thank you, Jam Trant. Alright, so I think these guys are almost done. That music is a little bit repetitive. I wanna do like this kind of like rum. I don't know how to say that in English. This pattern. It's kind of like a net kind of thing. Maybe I should do something like what they do on horses. Put like this kind of thing here. It's kind of cruel. A little bit. You can tell that this one is more like for transport and the other one is for battle. That's something that I like. Something like this, I guess. Where are you from, Jan? Hey, I've seen that avatar before. Where have I seen that? I think Instagram, maybe? I'm not sure. Man, I love this kind of like synth vibe thing with the music. Man, this Photoshop problem is sometimes it kills me. It like kills all the creativity. It's like just get stuck and that's it. There's no way around it. You have to either restart the thing or something like that. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of lines here and there to give more of a feeling of roundness on the surfaces. this one I just have to move it to the side. Yeah, I think something like that is fine. The Fish Panther is gonna continue on Monday, dude. We're gonna finish that, man. Don't worry about that. I just thought, sorry, I just forgot that I had to stream on YouTube Fridays. So yeah, Ichan has a point. If you guys wanna see a creature design that I'm making on Twitch, just go there and follow me on Twitch if you want. It's not an order. It's free. And I think we're gonna get a cool result because that's gonna be the entire process. It's just gonna take a couple of weeks to do it, probably, because I wanna do it exactly like when I do on my job. And we're gonna go exploring on doing photo bashing and the full detail painting too. Like, it's gonna be cool. And after that, I wanna do another creature. I was thinking like an ape combined with the lobster that you guys were saying that I should do something with a lobster. I think it was Cherish that was saying that. So something like that, I think. The lobster ape. It's gonna be epic. Hey, the Tilo, is that how it's pronounced? Thank you very much, Ichan. I really, really appreciate it. It's gonna be cool. You'll see. It's gonna be as fast. It's not gonna be as fast as when I work because of the reading and all that stuff. But we're gonna get a good result. I won't rest until we get a good result on that Panther thing on Twitch. Alright guys, I think this is gonna be it. I thought it will be faster and I will have time to do like others, but no. It was more time consuming than I thought it will be. We have our tank and our transport. What do you guys think? Oh man, how much have we been streaming? Baby Purple, oh hey, what's up? I remember you. My Twitch is just Jesus Conde Art. I see that someone is asking. For some reason, I think the message is not going out for him. I think. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's just Jesus Conde Art, and has a photo of one of my characters. Is a girl like turning his head back with the hair like on the side. Yeah, hey man, thank you for coming. You kind of catch me at the end, but thank you. Yes, as you guys just go there. I'll be streaming from Monday to Thursdays. Right now we're designing a creature slowly, and we're gonna be doing the full process that I do normally when I'm working, like the photo bashing and all that. And it's gonna be cool. It's a course that I'm recording that I'm going to sell later on Gumroad and stuff. But if you wanna watch it for free, you can just watch it on Twitch when I'm streaming. It's not gonna be the same thing though. When I finish recording it, it's gonna have a proper editing, and I'm probably gonna say different things to explain things better and add other stuff like other videos and examples. But in the main gross of the thing is gonna be exactly the same. Like the process is gonna be the same. It's just gonna be packaged differently, like more professionally. But you can catch it on the stream. Thank you, Aurora. And I see that sorry funny time for me. What do you mean? Sorry funny time. Anyway, we can see the creature design one part here. Is there? Yeah, that was yesterday. I was continuing today, but I forgot that I was going to stream on YouTube today, so there you go. Alright guys, thank you very much for coming. I really appreciate it. You don't know how much. And I will try to do as much as I can to be here every Friday. Let me know if you guys like that idea for streaming on YouTube. And see you later. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. You guys don't know how much. Thank you.